we go. Start with a handy bobbin winder, available from Fly Tires and women's sewing shops. Easy to find. You don't need the $100 tool to do this. Thread it through like so. Attach the PE line to the bobbin. Wind it on about 3 or 4 times. 4. I put rubber bands on here to hold this a little tighter, so when you swing this around it doesn't pull off. That's a little addition. Take your piece of leader, hold it like so, go around 10-12 times. Alright. Hold with your left hand so that you're holding where you were pinching before. You're going to have to spin this around. Start it short, pinch right there, because you have to reverse it over the rest of the line. Now, it didn't start quite right, see? Doesn't look pretty. So we'll undo that. We'll start again. See how it's backing over the other line? Pull out a bit more. Don't pull out too much. Hit yourself in the chin. Now, make a little more. Okay. You've covered back over, in this case about 2 centimeters, but this is 50-pound test line. If you have lighter line, you can make a shorter knot. Okay, sort of proportional. Pull the bobbin off. Keep pinching here so it doesn't unravel. Make 1/2 hitch. I start toward myself because that's the way it's pointed at the moment. Back over, then pull a 1/2 hitch through. Now, the knot, it's not really a knot, it's a whip. And right now, it's finished, okay? But you make a few more 1/2 hitches to hold the top of the whip so it doesn't come undone. And if you do them toward you the first time, 1 is toward you, 2, go away from you, across the top again. Once you got the first 2, you can tighten it down pretty good. 3, 4, away from you. If you do them toward you and away from you, they hold a little bit better, but it's not that important. Another one toward me. Okay, 5 is enough. You can go 6 or 7, but 5 is really plenty. Now, cut the mono leader off, leaving a little bit because you're going to burn the end, okay? This is very important to burn the end. If you don't burn the end, it will slide right out. Okay, so I've left maybe 2 or 3 millimeters there. And before I burn the end, I'm going to go ahead and seal this with super glue. Cut the PE line off flush, not into the knot, but as close as you can get it. It's actually a little easier to cut the PE if you go ahead and put the glue on first. It just makes it stiffer. It'll drop right on the 1/2 hitches. Okay, right on there. And you can run a little down the knot too, just to hold a little better, but you don't need to coat the whole knot. You just need to hold that tag end from pulling through. Just make sure that's all good and wet there. I'm not squeezing more on, I'm just rubbing it or using the tip to move it around, make sure it's all coated. I'll let that dry for just a minute. Takes a little bit of time for the super glue to dry. Yeah, it's almost dry. You take a lighter. And I usually, at this point, you really don't want to burn your line here. You just want to melt the end of this. So I usually do a couple things. You can hold it in a pair of pliers. I think the best way to do it, I just lick your fingers. Hold them right up to the knot. And if it gets too hot, you'll go, ouch. You got a perfect little knob on there, right? It sticks out a little past the whip. I can shorten it a little more. You can wet the line if you want. That's good enough. You don't really have to flatten the end. There you go. Voila! It's finished. PR knot a la orang putih.
Orang putih.
Pretty easy.